Hello students, myself Sanjeevani, I am your chemistry lecturer. So today let us see regarding the chemistry. What is actually the chemistry? Let's see first of all definition of that chemistry. Chemistry means it is a branch of science which deals with composition, structure and the reaction of the matter. The study of composition, structure and physical properties, reaction of matter. Right? What is actually chemistry means? Chemistry is nothing but water. It is a branch of science, right? And what is actually the chemistry? The study of composition, structure, physical properties, reaction of matter. Reaction of matter. What is matter, madam, then? What is matter? Matter is nothing but which occupies the space and mass. Yes, you all know that. In 9th only you have studied, right? What is matter? It is it which occupies the space and some mass. That is called a matter. What is chemistry means? It is a study of composition, structure, physical properties and the reactions of what? Matter which exists in your nature. Right? Which exists in your nature. So study of this. Now, it's just a basic thing. Okay. So in this, let's see what are the branches of the chemistry. Okay. Let's see the branches of the chemistry. What are? There are several branches. It may be biochemistry, industrial chemistry, organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, physical, pharmaceutical chemistry. So on those things, the main branch of chemistry is three. That is physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry. Right? So in this, let's see one by one. There are three branches. One is physical chemistry, another one is inorganic chemistry, and the third one is organic chemistry. So let's see the first one. पहले देखेंगे हम. Physical chemistry means what? In this, we will study regarding the laws, physical properties of any. Right? Then what about the inorganic chemistry? In inorganic chemistry, we will see the elements which are exist in your nature, periodic table, atom, structure, right? All those things we will study under inorganic chemistry. And what about the organic chemistry? In organic chemistry, we will study regarding the organic compounds. Organic compounds are nothing but carbon compounds, right? The living things, which is obtained from the living things, right? So, organic compounds, carbon compounds, right? So, let's see the first chapter from the inorganic chemistry, that is structure of atom. So, today we will start with the structure of atom. So, structure of atom. So, what is structure? In this, what we will study regarding the atoms. What is atom? How it is? What are the subdivisions of that? Right? And what is the transitions? how they will be exist in your nature, right? So those things we'll study in this chapter. So let's go with the first one, that is atom. What is atom? What is atom? Right? What is element? What is compound? What is atom? Atom is what? A smallest unit of any compound. Smallest unit, right? The many scientists came in front to tell regarding the atom. Regarding the atom. The first scientist came whose name is John Dalton. John Dalton. He said regarding the atom, that is, as atom is a indivisible particle, indivisible. We cannot divide this. इसको हम divide ही नहीं कर सकते. उसका कहना था, right? But many scientists came who proved, who explained, and another came and they explained. They failed the first postulates. Like this, many scientists came, right? So first of all, let us see what is actually the atom. Atom means it is a smallest unit of compound, right? Smallest unit of compound. Then, who are the scientists? They came in front. Let's see their names. The first one is John Dalton. The first scientist is John Dalton. Second one, that is Thomson. Model. Third one is Rutherford. Model. Fourth one is Neil Bohr. Model. And the fifth is quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics. There are several scientists came in front. They have given the models regarding the atom. What is actually the atom? Atom is nothing but what? It's look like, I will show you here. This is your atom. In this, a small centered this one, ये जो है ना, इसे हम कहते हैं, we call this as a nucleus. What is nucleus? इसमें nucleus में क्या है? Nucleus में प्रोटॉन है, प्रोटॉन्स है और न्यूट्रॉन्स है. Protons means which are positively charged. You all know that, right? And the neutrons, which doesn't have any charge, but they have a mass, right? So this, and the nucleus is surrounded by what? Electrons. So these are the orbits in which electron will revolve around the nucleus. In these orbits, the electrons are moving like this, right? So we call a circular path in which the electron move around the nucleus. We call that as orbit. We'll study this, right? And in the nucleus, there are protons are there and neutrons are there, and the protons have a positive charge, so that the nucleus has what? Positive charge. Neutrons doesn't have any charge, so they have only the mass, and the electrons are negatively charged, right? We know this. On the basis of this, only many scientists have given the modules. The first, let's see the first. Actually, for your syllabus, Thomson model is there, Rutherford model is there, and the Bohr and quantum. Dalton is in your first chapter only. So we'll just brush it, right? Once again, we'll tell regarding the Dalton model. So, first postulate of the Dalton was the first, that is, all compounds are made up of atoms. What he said, it is the smallest unit of compound or matter, and first postulate was what? All compounds are made up of what? Atoms. All compounds are made up of atom. सभी compounds किससे बने हैं? Atom से बने हैं. And you know what is atom, right? Atom का मतलब आपको पता है. Now, and another thing was what? That atom is indivisible. He said atom is, I will write the thing, all atoms, all compounds are atoms. The first one. Second one what? The atom are indivisible. Atom is indivisible. Why he said like that? He thought that it is such a small and tiniest particle, so we cannot divide that. उसे हम divide नहीं कर सकते. According to who? This John Dalton. All compounds are made up of atoms, and the atom is indivisible, according to John Dalton. And another thing also he said, that all the chemical compounds are made up of atoms, that is different kind. If for example compounds are found with 2 or more kind of atoms, for example water, right? H2, different kinds, H2O, yellow, like that, right? Yellow. And what is a compound, you know, right? What is the difference between element and compound? What is the element? Element means what? Element is nothing but a compound, atom in which what? The same atoms were there. The same atoms, we call that as an element. And what about the compound? In compound, different atoms combine to form a compound. And what about the molecule? What is molecule? Molecule is nothing but the what? Combination of more than 2 or more than 2 atoms. Combination of 2 or more than 2 atoms. That is your molecule. So now, what Dalton said? The main postulate was this and this. I am just brushing up. Okay, in the first chapter you have studied already this John Dalton. That is, all compounds are made up of atoms. You will study it. The atoms are indivisible, right? So these are the postulates. The another thing was he failed. to explain why it is experimentally. Experimentally, he failed to explain this, right? Because atom has a we can divide this, right? In a proton, neutron, and electron, right? We know that atom has a nucleus. In the nucleus, proton is there, neutron is there, and electrons are revolving around the nucleus, right? So he failed to explain regarding the electrons and protons, and that was the main drawback, because the atom we can divide this, right? So now let's go for the discovery of subatomic particles. What is subatomic particle? Subatomic particles are nothing but what? Nothing but your electrons, protons and neutrons. We call those things, proton, neutron and this electrons, as a subatomic particle. What is actually how the atom looks inside? We are seeing the what? How it will look inside. The main picture inside the atom. How the electrons were there, the transition, neutrons and the protons. Right? So that is explained by Thomson. Right? Several scientists came. So after Dalton, Thomson came in front. He explained regarding the electron, and who discovered the electron means right? That is Thomson only, J.J. Thomson, right? So let's see how he explained. Before the J.J. Thomson, Faraday came, right? Before the J.J. Thomson, Michael Faraday, he said regarding using the discharge tubes, electric discharge tubes. With the help of electric discharge tube, we got existence of electron and of electrons, right? So let's see in the subatomic particles. Let's see regarding the first this electrons, right? Let us go for the discovery of electrons. Discovery of electrons. Right? To explain regarding the discovery of electron, who came in front means Michael Faraday. In 1850s, Michael Faraday told regarding the discovery of electrons with the help of electric discharge tube. Before going to discover regarding the electrons, we should know what is actually the electric discharge tube, right? So let us draw the electric discharge tube. Okay, I will draw here. This is how actually the electric discharge tube looks like. It is a thin glass tube-like structure. It is a thin glass tube-like structure. In the both ends, the electrodes are connected. First is that is anode, cathode, which is connected here. The cathode is connected here with to the negative terminal of battery, that is high voltage. High voltage, right? And this one is here, and the positive terminal is connected to anode, right? So this is the cathode ray tube, and in this a vacuum. This is your vacuum pump. In this you have a gas, right? Gases. With the help of that, with the help of high voltage, we will get how the electrons will exist. We just know is the particle is electron or not. There are several properties are also there, right? So let us see those properties. Before that, just take this diagram. So let's draw another picture that is already given in your NCERT book, that is your cathode ray tube only. They are showing in this way only. Right, this is the cathode which is connected to high voltage. And that is connected here somewhere. And here they have taken some fluorescent thing. I forgot this to explain you at that time. That is fluorescent material. This is your vacuum pump. Shortly I am writing. And this is your high voltage. Right? Cathode, and this is your anode. Right? So this is the tube. Cathode ray tube. In this we will take up gas. Right? What will happen to this? When we apply the high voltage, what will happen? The particles will move like this, and they will hit to this fluorescent material. What will happen? Those rays will hit to that fluorescent material. What do you mean by fluorescent material? Fluorescent material मतलब क्या है? It's nothing but what? Radium, like a radium. How when जब भी आप light fall होगा radium पे वो चमकेगा, right? It will glow. So whenever the particle, energetic particle will hit on the fluorescent material, it start glowing. So with the help of this glow, we will get how much, whether the particles are present or not, moving or not, right? What is happening when we apply this high voltage? The electrons, that is the particles, still we don't know which are they electron or not. But there are some particles which are energetic. When what they are using, they are hitting on this fluorescent material so that it is glowing. So with the help of this, we concluded that the particles are moving in the cathode rays, are traveling in straight line. They will move in a straight line. Then only they will approach here, right? Then only this fluorescent material will glow, right? So the first thing we got, that is the rays are traveling in a straight line. So that is the one point of this. The first characteristics is of the cathode ray tube is what? the particles, that the cathode rays are moving in a straight line, traveling in straight line with the help of this, right? So this is the one characteristics. Let's see the second one. Just take it down, take this picture so that you can remember easily, because in this only I will convert and I'll explain. Just take it down. Okay, and another thing, that is they will travel in a straight line. Yes, we know that. Just take it up. I'll make the changes here. One thing is they will travel in straight line, right? And if we keep any paddle, for example, mechanic paddle, you know that your it looks something like this. See, it will rotate now when it will replay down this, right? So that is paddle. For example, your आपकी साइकिल की पैडल, राइट? वो कैसा मूव होता है ना, ऐसा, राइट? सो दैट इट इज ऑल्सो मूविंग लाइक दैट. अगर हमने इस पैडल को यहाँ पे रख दिया, इफ वी केप्ट हियर, what will happen when the particles will hit on this paddle? जब ये हिट करेंगे इस पैडल को, then this paddle will get rotated. हिट करने की वजह से वो क्या हो रहा है, रोटेट हो रहा है. तो हमें क्या पता चल रहा है यहाँ पे, मैकेनिकल एनर्जी पता चल रहा है, मैकेनिकल इफेक्ट दिखा रहा है, राइट? विथ these cathode rays have mechanical effect also, right? They are converting their energy, right? Mechanical effect, so it will move, right? So this is the another characteristics, right? And the next one, that is when, if in case of this, instead of this paddle, if we apply some electrical effect, for example, if we apply some extra electrical, it's like this. If we take it like this, and here it is your positive electrode, and here it is your negative. What will happen? The electrons always move towards what? Positively charged things, right? So that this whatever the line was there, जो पहले जा रहा था, रेज जा रहे थे, वो क्या होंगे, शिफ्ट होंगे. They will shift towards what? Positively charged electrode. इसकी तरफ मूव होंगे. They will shift their path towards this. Why? Because the electrons, कौन से, इससे हमें पता चल जाता है that there is a presence of electrons only, क्योंकि electrons ही हैं जो एनोड की तरफ घूम सकते हैं, right? The electrons always go towards the positive terminal, positive electron, right? The cathode rays move from anode to cathode. One thing what we have studied today, their cathode rays travel from anode to cathode. One thing we got, right? First point. Second point is they will travel in a straight line. They will travel in a straight line. The third one, they have a mechanical effect. Yes, with the help of this paddle, we got this, right? When we apply the electric field, what will happen? The cathode ray will change its path and move towards the anode where it is present, राइट, जहाँ पे है वही तरफ उसका पाथ चेंज हो जाएगा, राइट. सो विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस we got, yeah, there is a electrons only, there are the particle which are energetic, so those are nothing but what, electron, right. This few more points are there, so we will see those points in the next class. Just take it down.